Hi everyone, in today's video we're going to see how we can replace variables from web config. So in the previous video we have done some automatic deployment and uploaded using FTP task, and we have also added um, commit ID to our Azure DevOps board. So now what we will try to do is which is very common scenario, like we have web config, right? So we will be adding a key in it, something like URL, and same inside the web.release, and then we try to replace it according to the environment we have while building inside the pipeline. So like I have added a key in here which is kind of true, or you can say anything, HTTP something value, and on the release config we wants to have something different value. So in order to replace it, we will be using token based replacement, because most of the transformation just work with the connection strings and all, but that is the thing which we really wanted to do. So this is the token and token start, and this will be our variable on it. So we are not using this key, we will be using this variable to replace it in our frame. And this is the transformation I am doing. So you can search for the transformation, what it will do when we are building it. It's taking the configuration, so by default it is released. So when it gets released, the URL keyword which we have defined inside this to HTTP something, it will be replaced with this value. So when we change it, what it will do, it will replace that value with this one. So let's go to the our pipeline, and in order to do that I need to first send this to our server. So let me just commit this by going home, changes, and inside the changes I will again try to go to the board first and take my user story and try to add a new item on it, child task, and I will just add transform logic key. So any meaningful tasks which will tell your manager that what you are working. Let me just create an active on it, and this is the 45. So I will just add inside that edit transform key and do ab hash 45 on it and do a commit. Let's just cross check it again. Yes, that's 45. So let's do a commit on it. It's get committed, and the next step should be go to the branches and do a push on it. And it will push our changes to the server. And when we go here and see any linking tasks, so as you can see we are able to see the tasks. I have just seen it as you can see it's showing it in here. So if you want to recall it, what task and what kind of logic you have built, so it's very handy. You can see it in here, and you can see what are the changes we have done. So this is the app setting on release configuration, and this is the web setting. So it's on GitHub, and inside that pipeline it's getting triggered now. So I think I won't be able to edit it for now. I will just pause the video till that time it will get deployed. So it's now getting deployed. So let's just click on it and click on edit. Here you will see the things which we are talking about. So I want to show you one thing. It should be in a built solution. So inside that you can see the build configuration. So what kind of configuration this build going to be used? So configuration which we are taking it from should be in the variable part. So build configuration, here we have defined the release. So that's why we are getting a release, and because it's get deployed, let me just see my FTP client. So this is the file which get uploaded to my FTP server. So as you can see, it get replaced. So release definition is using, so release configuration is using there. So what we need is we need to replace this with our newly created thing. So let me just copy this for now. So always remember, you don't have to add this tokens, just the variable name from inside. I'll just use it again. So that's how you can tell what kind of configuration you want. So now these days we just use only one release definition and we manipulate it according to the pipelines we have. So that's exactly what we are trying to do here. So let's we don't need to do anything inside this. So what our task will be, it will build the thing and then it will go to the release, and inside the release we need to edit. So inside the release, whatever the published file we have, we try to manipulate those files only. Okay, so let's just get inside development. So we have two in here. So I will try to add some token based thing here and replace it with the variables we are going to define. So before that, let's just add a variable on it. So this will the variable. So one thing you need to make sure that these variables will be shared across all the stages or all the pipelines. So whether it is development, staging or release, so you need to define it in here. Let me just use that syntax. Okay, just copy this and add it here, and value should be like automatic build process maybe. And the one thing which you always need to see, that the scope which we are going to define. So we are concerned about the development. So we will add a development in here. You can create another variable with the same name, and like this one, and you can give another value like second release automatic, and inside that you can define release or maybe staging. So how this is how it will going to be used. So if it is a staging, it will use staging. If it is development, it will use development. So we have defined the variables by going there. Now get back to the pipeline, and we need to get inside the process now. So let's get inside the process. Stage name is development, and now here we wants to add a new task which should sound like token replace token. So this replace token is not there by default, so you need to add it. So when you add it, it will take you to marketplace and it will ask for you to accept and install, and after that it will going to be here. So the whole idea is we wants to add it. So let's just click on add, and because we need to replace it before FTP action, so let me just drag it above here, and again we are going to see the same thing again, but the only difference is it will ask for the root directory. So we will be leaving most of the things intact. The only thing we are concerned about the root directory. So inside that root directory we need to get inside our package temp folder which we have extracted here. So let me just copy I think from the another location I need to copy it. So I will just pause the video and get back. So I copy and paste our directory, and this is the configuration target file. We don't need to do anything on that. So what it will do is it will in this step we are extracting it. So in this step replace tokens, it will go to this path and look for any file which says something like config, like in our case web.config. So it will read that file, and if it finds any token on it, it will replace it with the variable which we have defined it. So I think we are good to go. I will just save it. No need to add any comment on it. And I think that's pretty much the whole thing. And let's get back to the pipeline again. I will create another add on it. I will just try to be quick. Okay, so inside that just for the sake that we have changed something, I will do v3 on it, and go to Team Explorer, Home, Changes, commit v3, maybe ab hash 45, did some changes, and commit, go to Home, branches, right click, push, wait for it. So we have defined v3 now, right? So let's get back to this, click on pipeline again. It's showing v3, did some changes just now, so we need to wait here. It's still building it. Where we are, it's inside the test assemblies. Publishing artifacts and post job checker, and it's finished now. So let's just go to the release and see whether it get triggered or not. Yes, 1:59 is the time. It's get triggered. It is on queue. Let's click on it and see it started it. So one cool thing about this replace token is it will tell you whether the token is replaced or not. So as you can see, it's saying that one token replaced. So that's a good sign that our logic must have worked. So let's just wait for it, and I will try to fetch web config from the FTP client and see whether it get transformed or not. So in the meanwhile, let's see that again, that what type of variable value I have added. So automatic build process should be there. Okay, it's still in progress. That's another way you can see 5 of 5 now. It's taking time because it's uploading to some another FTP server. So it got succeeded, and okay, so let me just go to FTP client and refresh it again. I'm showing the timestamp of that, and when I click on edit, and this is the file which I get it from the FTP server, and you can see this particular thing is get replaced. So that's what I wanted. So for example, if you have live environment and staging environment, they have some different SQL keys or instances or some REST API URLs. So you can use this token replacement thing, and it should work the way it is showing, and it seems to be very easy to build. It just you get some time in figuring out what are the paths you need to assign. So I think this video will give you some overview of it. So that's all to this video and the tutorial. We have done so many things in this, and maybe in some upcoming tutorials I will be doing Angular automation deployment by using environment variables. So stay tuned, and if you have any question, please comment below. I will try to answer them as soon as possible. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Bye.